going on, YouTube? What's going on, Patreon? What's going on, my hooligans? Welcome to the new room. This is my first video in the new house, and if you can't tell, if you can't see through my lack of taking care of myself, feeling pretty good, feeling pretty excited. I just got home. I just got home from the two Bruno Mars shows in Washington D.C. with my friend Betty, Danielle, my new friend Sarah. Like, what an amazing show! And y'all know I've watched enough of these. Y'all have seen me watch enough of these to know that I am like a hard fan. And I still was just like, there's no words. There's no words to describe how good that show was and how life changing that whole trip was. Betty, Danielle, like, oh my God, everyone that made it possible, man. I'm not gonna get in all the thank yous right now. I'm gonna save it. I'm putting something together so I don't miss anybody. But like, holy God, I'm still riding on a high from it, man. I got up at like 4:30 this morning and start putting this stuff together so we could do this. And I'm not using my regular microphone. I'm trying something else. I'm trying so I can do some singing more often. I got just some natural light. We're just getting through this. I don't even have internet yet. I've downloaded the videos that we're watching. I'm so excited, man. I appreciate everyone's patience. I appreciate everyone chilling and hanging and waiting, and I know y'all want to hear what's all happening. So here's the deal. And this isn't a plug for Patreon. It is what it is. I've got a video I want to share with Patreon. We're going to try to do on Saturday. Y'all paying attention on the Patreon. We're going to get back to the regular stuff for Saturday. So we got our viewing party for Beyonce. But I got a real special kind of like breakdown and a video I want to share with the Patreon group. And then I'm going to do a live. I'll do a live on the YouTube as well. I've also got, like, because we went twice. So the first night I just partied and had a blast. Sorry I'm talking so much. If y'all want to skip ahead, I'll put the time link. But I just partied and had a blast the first night. I was just in shock the whole time. The second night, however, I paid a lot of attention to all the stuff going on. So we got I met the sound guy. I met Chris, man. Chris was just, I was like talking to him, meeting him, seeing how cool he was, like just right out of the gates and how chill he was. I've become a big fan over the last few months, of not only just like because of the bands that he gets to work with, but like his personal content. He's got a podcast. I'll link in the description. But just like getting to meet him, man, it was just like, I'm assuming it's how most of y'all would feel meeting Bruno. It's just like a quick idol. Like, holy shit, he took the time to say hi. But it's just like, it reminded me, man, like the show was so good. It reminded me of why I'm so passionate about live production, why it just needs to be handled. And like, I'm not trying to like say that I was the guy or I was like the one when I was doing it. It's just like, good sound people, man, just make such a freaking difference. It's just like, it's so important. It's just so important. So anyway, I'm going to watch Versace on the Floor from Rio. This was probably... I'm going to say top 3 most surprising, because like I dig this song. I'm really into this song. It was one of the ones that floored me, and I'm going to let y'all guess what the number 1 is. I've only told one person and they're not allowed to guess. So I'm going to let y'all guess what the number 1, my most shocked, my most surprised I was from the Bruno Mars concert. It was basically the Apollo set list, so go look that up. And it was a song that's not totally on my radar. I've definitely reacted to it, I think twice. But it stole the show. It didn't steal the show, but it was like definitely the most, like, I was like, holy shit, like this song is not only a banger, but like live is just different. So anyways, rambling aside, let's get into this. This is Bruno Mars, Versace on the Floor. My hooligans, my friends, I love y'all so much. And without y'all, man, none of this would have been possible. It's just been so incredible. I can't wait to share with everybody. It's just too much. It's just too much. Let me pull this up. Let me get back over to this, make this full screen. Check me out on Patreon. Links in the description box. I got to remember all my stuff. I've been behind a little bit here. I got speakers. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Let's do this. Love me some sax. Keyboard sounds dreamy. Oh, this is beautiful. Turn it up. It's full moon on Friday. Y'all prepare yourselves. Prepare your salt water or whatever your superstitions are. It's full moon on Friday. Proud man. Sounds amazing. There's something about just like celebrating, like playing music, like playing brass instruments too, man, and like them making it cool. Like I just dig that, man, because like around here brass, like it's appreciated. It's just not as cool as like these guys make it. There's no way I could just sit there with a straight face and be cool in front of 80, 60, 90, whatever, however many thousands of people are here either, man. Shout out to this whole brass section, man. I was just, y'all know. Just show off a little too. Man, he sounds fantastic. He sounds like, when is this? This was 5 years ago. He sounds like his voice sounds pretty young, like very fresh still, right? And I'm not trying to say it doesn't today. It's just like it sounds like Bruno sounds a little more mature today as well, right? And there's a couple really cool things going on right here. Like I listened to the shit out of this record today at work, and I in my personal opinion, I think he sounds a little more confident on stage, or at least in this performance, than he did even on the record. You know, like he sounds live, man. Is no joke with Bruno. And this laser thing was really cool. They did this at the concerts that we just went to too. And in the video, it doesn't do it justice live. It like separated him from the rest of the band. And unless like Mateus or who else was walking around? Cam was walking around lots. Would like peep their head through this laser and like all the hot phase, like or the haze. Sorry, you couldn't see the band at all. It literally separated. It was like almost like a curtain with some silhouettes behind it, and Bruno just standing in front of it. Man, it just added to the scene so much. I just want y'all to like it really, really like made Bruno just like stand out all by himself. Right? It was really, really neat. This doesn't quite do his justice. There's no reason to hide. Great run. So baby, let's just who's on keys? Judge on keys? He sounds dreamy. See, the laser disappears, the band's there for him. Just the two of them still. He's just getting into his mixed voice right here, and he's showing it, man. But like I don't know what it is in his jaw, if it's self-taught, if it's like maybe I need to move my jaw or push it forward or do whatever Bruno's doing. But he sounds fantastic, man. Like these notes, they sound like they're a risk, and he never ever misses. It's just wild to me. Shout out to Chris again, man. Like the sound guy for Bruno Mars. One of the things that like my mentor taught me, and he was like an old school guy. He taught me keyboards don't feed back, man. You can hit keyboards as hard as you want, they ain't gonna feed back. And shout out to Chris, man, because these keyboards and this solo was ripping. It's like giving me goosebumps just sitting here listening back to this. Shout out these backing vocalists too, man, locking it down all night, like all night. And it's just like you can hear it here. It's perfect. It's perfect all the time, man. Like the rehearsing and everything must just be wild. And like I heard rumors that there was no rehearsing between the Silk Sonic stuff and the two shows that I just saw, but like who knows who would ever confirm that? And like let me tell you, there was no way you'd be able to tell. There's no way. I ain't blowing smoke, and I'm not just blowing smoke either, man. Like I like if a concert was bad, I would say it. Like I don't like the celebrity thing. It is what it is. Like I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to like pump myself up or anything, but it's just like I was in the industry for a long time. The celebrity thing is what it is. Like Bruno would freak me out if I met Bruno, if I met Andy, all of them, it would freak me out because like they're superstars. But it's just like I wouldn't shy away. Like I would be. You know, y'all know I'm friendly. I'd be diplomatic about it. But it's just like, this was one of those concerts, man. It's like, if you'd have told me they rehearsed for 10 years for this, I'd have believed you. If you told me that, I mean, if I trust that if they didn't rehearse at all, I'd believe them too, because they're the talent, man. The talent freaked me out. That low note too. See, but like what I'm saying, outro, fantastic. Everything, fantastic. Let me go back. There's a few things that are really neat. Like, so letting the sax player take his time, you know, before the song, it really adds to the mood, builds the dynamic. It's great. It gives like everyone a chance to like catch their breath and everything, right? The fog probably builds in, the haze probably builds in a little more, right? All that stuff. And then like you get this separation from the band, and you just have Bruno on stage singing this like sexy ass love song. You know what I mean? And like what's nuts is it just becomes like all of a sudden it's just you and Bruno, and it's like this crazy like synth solos going on, and Bruno's dancing, and it's just like it's just such a moment, man. And it's just like I guarantee you everybody in that room felt like they were having that moment was for them and Bruno, myself included, man. Like it was wild. Like in like again the video kind of shows it, but this separation thing was really neat, man. It was really cool to see. Like look at this. Listen to these keys. Like the keys, they're just so dreamy. Like it's just like it's literally just like this fantasy. Listen to these keys. Listen to these. Yep, great hold. Look at him. See, and then it's like this sad thing, and then it's Bruno just showing his cute face and his little smile. You know, it's just, oh man, just sucks you in every single time. But then he starts dancing. Let me find this. Like all this stuff here. We'll get through here. Like all this. Bruno's lit up. Like, the camera cuts make it look cool, man, but it's just like sitting there watching it, it was just like I can't explain the spectacle. This song freaked me out. This song did something to me, man. Like it really they did a fantastic job. They did an amazing job. Blowing me out of the water. I just realized I was probably covered up that whole video, but whatever, man. It was exciting. It was this whole thing. I can't wait. I can't wait to get through it all. Let me know down below which one you think really freaked me out the most. Like I say, it was a song I've reacted to, wasn't extremely on my radar, and now I'm hooked after seeing it like live with my own eyes, back to back at one each night for most surprising song for me. So let me know. I appreciate y'all hanging out. See everybody again soon.